Christward channel of light fluid. Welcome back to Burrows. And this time, we're continuing with Mark's route. We got the current end of Ken's route. So, as promised a long time ago, we're going to carry on with Mark's route. And if you remember, we discovered in the last episode that Simone has also been dragged into New York of the 60s. And we're not quite sure what's going on with her. There are new people appearing, and some who seem to know what's going on. But for now, we left Mark and Gray in Mark's apartment. I think it's probably time to see what's been going on there. I remember this. It was Sam's 9th birthday and we had a sleepover at his place. Jules, Charles and me. Thanks for having us over, it's been lovely. Yeah, you got the help to set up games for us in the yard. Thanks for coming. I was never allowed to have a party before. I was worried nobody would show up. Nonsense. Besides, we'd have found something to do anyway. Yeah, in the city. Me and Sam promptly shushed her before any passers-by could hear our big secret. Jules can't be helped being so loud with that big mouth. Yeah, you want to see how loud I can get you, little? Not so loud, guys. Sorry. I know it's bedtime, but I'm not really sleepy yet. I'm still full of energy. Really? I mean, me too. Charles has been quiet. He's always quiet. I don't even know why he'd want to hang out with a bunch of kids. Doesn't he have anyone at the church to play with? What about you, Charles? Joe, Jules, come here. Okay. What do you think they're talking about? Dunno, we may not be making moves on my big sis. Ew, no way. Charles is too old for her. Isn't your dad older than your mom? Oh, shoot, I'm sorry, I didn't... No, it's okay. I forget sometimes too. I think she'll be happy that we can still talk about her because she's alive. That's what the pastor says anyway. Our older siblings come back to us snickering to themselves. What about hide and seek? That sounds fun, in such a big house. But what if we all get in trouble? Papa said... You always just follow orders. Come on. Yeah, it's your birthday. Let's have a little fun. I don't know. If we get caught, I'll take the blame. Don't worry, Sam. Gray. Okay. Have it first. Start hiding. We nodded like fools and started searching for places to hide. The adults were all downstairs, so the whole upper floor of the manor was our playpen. Psst! Hey, Sam! What are you doing? That's Mum's old room. Nobody will think to look in here. It's perfect. I've never seen this room before. Well, it's off limits. She glared at him and he folded like a deck of cards. But if it's just this once... The room was covered in a thin layer of dust, but everything was still organised. The bed was neatly made and fresh-cut flowers sat in a vase by the window, as if time had completely stopped here. Hey, do you think you could fit in that wardrobe? Well, probably, but... Come on, I'll even close it after you. Okay. We helped him climb in. He coughed as sheets of dust slid off of old clothes, exploding into particles on impact. All right, I'm in. Now what? Jules starts chuckling under her breath. Suddenly, Charles stormed into the room, a crooked smile stretching across his face. Hey, that's been long enough. What are you... Before I can react, he locks the wardrobe with a key. That's for making Dad give you my bedroom, you little bastard. What the? It won't open. He started banging feebly against the heavy wooden doors as Jules and Charles howled in laughter. Okay, guys, you got him. Let him out now. Nah, maybe he's got to learn his place. What did I do wrong? Please let me out. Let me out, let me out, let me out. This isn't funny. Now why am I laughing? He slammed the door with a fist and I heard Sam's echoey voice gasp inside the wooden prison. He always gets his way. Well, not this time. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I heard him sobbing. You open that door, I'm telling you, Dad. His cold reptilian eyes widened in fear, followed by a shrug. No, whatever. Do what you want. He pulled the key out of his pocket and tossed it on the ground. Jules shook her head in disappointment, following him out of the room with a huff. Son of a... Finishing the curse under my breath, I grabbed the key and quickly opened the door. He fell down into my arms, face wet with tears and covered in cobwebs. I'm so sorry, I had no idea they would... He started flailing and I held his arms down. When he got like this, there was no reason with him. Shh, it's over now. Try to calm down, please. No. I can still feel that they were crawling all over me. I dusted him off as best as I could. There, they're all gone. Come on, smile for me, please. He looked up at me. I could tell this wasn't one of his usual episodes. His eyes were as wide as dinner plates. I heard her. Who? A scan cook from the city. She's calling out to me. He pointed inside the wardrobe. All I could see through the darkness was the blank panel at the very back. You mean Simone? That's impossible. She lives nowhere near here. No, I heard her. Her voice sounded like it was right next to me. He was getting hysterical. Part of me wished we'd get caught so this conversation could end. She told me not to be so scared, but all that did was scare me even more. I'm so scared all the time. I'm sick of it. I'm scared of everyone and everything. All you and everyone else can do is just scare me like I'm crazy. I'm sorry, Why didn't you get it? Why couldn't you save me? I was scared. My eyes crack open. I feel something cold and wet cradling my body. Mark? It's completely drenched. The smell of iron hits my nose and my chest fills with dread as I realise what I'm looking at. I back away and fall to the floor. The dull squish of what should have been a hard surface surprises me. The bloodied sheet follows me off the bed, making my fur stand on end. Fuck! Get off! Get off! I kick it away and take in my surroundings. Our cosy bedroom has been turned into a crimson hellscape. The floor pulses under me, and I realise it's made of a fleshy material. My naked body shivers in disgust, and I quickly right myself, grabbing a pillow to sit on instead. It's finally starting to sink in. I'm back in the nightmare. Wednesday, December 29th. Fuck. I can feel myself starting to hyperventilate. Please, just... in... out. In... out. Okay. Just focus. Yes, I'm here again. It wasn't just a dream. More importantly, Mark is missing. I need to collect myself and find him before something worse happens. I had to give him more deep breaths and gather myself, feeling vulnerable without my clothes. Mark? Mark? No response. I can't bring myself to raise my voice any higher, terrified of what could be out there. He's waiting. Yes, I'll find him no matter what. Come on, let's go. I remember leaving my clothes by the door, so I'll check the living room first. Everything spins as I inch towards the door, but I try to shake it off as best I can. Mark needs me to be strong for him. If that vision from the first night is any indication of what harm could come to us, Virgil can't be underestimated. Eventually, I cautiously shuffle into the living room. It's exactly as I remembered, blood-stained canvas and all. I spot my clothes hanging across the couch and grab them, happy to see they've been spared a bloody red dye job. Throwing my clothes on, I sigh and sit on the couch. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do or where to go. Suddenly, the television comes to life, blinding me with light. Oh, welcome. The signal is fuzzy. Revenge's smug face comes into view. Welcome back to my little game, Grey. Virgil! He wags a finger at me mockingly. That's no way to talk to a friend, Possum. And I went out of my way to give you a warning yesterday, too. What the hell is he talking about? Game is fun? I thought you liked games, Gray. I have no reason to respond to his taunts. My emotions are taking control. Where is he? What's the matter? Did you catch feelings of the mutt already? Or is it a sense of guilt, perhaps? Leave him out for your sick games, Virgil. This is... No, I haven't done anything to him. Yet. His tone becomes more serious. I feel the room grow cold. What came before now was mere child's play, Possum. Yeah, if you want to survive. Just remember this. You already have the winning hand. I don't know what he's talking about. All I have is the blank card he gave me, which can hardly be called a playable hand. More importantly, did his accent change for a moment there? He sure liked to talk in riddles, Rabbit. Fine then. I'll save him all on my own. His lips curl into a cruel smile as his laughter fills the room. Save them. Oh, mon chéri. You still don't get it. The television shuts off, his laugh slowly fading out of existence. That bastard. If anything happens to Mark, I don't know what I'd do. I wouldn't be able to control myself. It would be a long way down, but that's still better than staying in this hell alone. I suddenly feel dizzy and fall forward. What am I thinking? I didn't come all this way just to end myself, did I? This is supposed to be my second chance. Everyone back home must be so ashamed of me. But this time I need to be strong for Mark's sake, not just my own. I steady myself and stand up, grateful the blood on the carpet seems to have dried since the last time I was brought here. There's no point in wondering about the what-ifs right now. Just need to find him and get this the hell out of here. I'll just keep looking. He might be hiding or unconscious. As much as I hate the idea, I need to examine the bedroom again in case I miss something that could help. At the very least, wearing shoes will mitigate the feeling of walking on raw meat a little bit. I turn back and head towards the door, sliding my feet bit by bit to make as little noise as possible. My foot kicks something that skitters across the floor, banging into a wall. I slowly opened my eyes to see what might have just blown my cover. A bullet casing. The bloodied painting next to me almost pulses in recognition, and I fumbled the opposite side of the room. The vision of Mark's death is just as vivid as it was the first time. I want nothing to do with it. Sometimes crossing the bedroom, a door suddenly swings open next to me. A figure lunges straight towards me. That's right, the bathroom was right next to his room. Ah! I hook an arm around her and tackle it to the ground, a knife clattering away. Get the fuck off of me! Wait, Mark? Gray? Is that really you? Oh, thank God you're okay. He hugs me, sobbing into my shoulder. When I woke up, you were gone, and I didn't know what was... I returned the hug, gently rubbing his back. And then, everything was like this. He gestures to the world of rust and rot surrounding us. What the hell is going on? Mark. This has to be a bad dream, right? He grabs the knife, holding it to his wrist. If I die, maybe I'll just wake up and... No! I grab his wrist and squeeze until he drops the knife again. Ow! Ow! This isn't a dream and you're in danger. But... He looks around again, shaking his head in utter disbelief. We're going to... No, we're going to find an exit and get out of here alive. It looks like I just suggested the impossible. What? This is all because of that Virgil person, right? Then you must know how to stop it. It's not that simple. I have no idea what his goal is here. I survived the other trial, but that's only because of the others. Trial? Others? What exactly did you get up to yesterday, Possum? His tone is somewhat demanding, but it's appropriate given the situation. I give him a brief rundown of yesterday's subway adventure, embarrassment washing over him while I recount the scene at the museum. I see. So this is just another part of the game? Seems that way. Everything here is under Virgil's control. Alright. Who's this Oleander person to you anyway? Huh? I never met him before yesterday, like I told you. What? Well, nothing. Still, you chose my card, right? Yeah. Why me? Well... You're in danger. All I'm feeling is that I had to save you. And although you can't remember it, you're kind of putting the moves on me even then. Sounds like something I do. So you're here to save me. Be both my shining knight and my lover. If you'll have me. I pat him on the shoulder and he lovingly rubs my arm. Not exactly Lancelot material, but I think you'll do. Still, think something's capable of warping reality to this extent. He solemnly rubs the ruined walls of his luxury apartment. It usually goes back to normal afterwards, don't worry. After what, though? What's our objective? My train of thought stops dead in its tracks. What are we actually supposed to do to win? Not much of a game if there are no rules. Don't expect Virgil to play fair. He brought Simone to the future just to fuck with me. Who knows how many people he's hurt just for his own entertainment? It's like some sick game show. We both sighed and nodded at each other, heading back into the living room. Well, I've checked every room, so that must mean the answer lies... I gesture towards the front door, chain still broken from my last visit. We'll have to venture outside. Not that this place is especially welcoming right now, but it's still safe for the time being. Maybe we should avoid playing altogether and just... That wouldn't work. He'd just do something to make us leave, or set a trap. He doesn't reply. Come on, we can make it if we work together. He scoops a knife off the floor and clutches it to his chest. Fine, I'll come. Then help me look for anything else we can use. We might not be able to come back for a while. We should be prepared. He nods and slinks over to the kitchen. I grabbed this without really looking, but yeah. His nostrils flare, their grotesque mix of rust and organic tissue fused to his living space. These drawers are completely sealed shut. Do you think we could cut through that stuff? Let me see. Ow! The knife clatters the ground and he grabs his head. What's wrong? Nothing. It's gone now. The second I started cutting, I got this intense pain in my head. Sounds like some measure put in place to limit our progress. I can try it again if you want. No, it could be dangerous. Let's just work around this stuff for now. He nods, looking upset that he might have hindered our progress. I rub his shoulder and go back to searching. Almost nothing is accessible apart from a small odds and ends drawer off to the side. Anything good? I pull out a small vegetable peeling knife. He chuckles and I roll my eyes. It's better than nothing. You know the saying, it's not the size of the boat, but I bump him with my arm before he can finish taunting me. What about you? He pulls something out of a lower cabinet. I remember there was a first aid kit under the sink. Thankfully I was able to wrestle it free. We open it up and see some gauze, bandages and antiseptic. This'll come in handy. Good find. He smiles weakly. I didn't mean to sound excited, sorry. This is a game after all. Yeah, only set of a scoreboard, our lives are on the line. Grim thoughts aside, I gesture to his attire. We should probably put on some thicker clothes for protection. It's not a good idea to leave ourselves exposed. Oh, and find your glasses. Well, true, but... We push our way to the bedroom, the door partially blocked by a large throbbing cord of flesh. At the very least, his glasses sit untouched at the top of his dresser. For everything else, it's all covered in meat. Fuck. I can try cutting a little of it if you... I told you that's a bad idea. Why'd he be so willing to hurt himself anyway? Just keep looking. There has to be something you can wear. Well, fine. He looks at his bloody cheeks and scratches his head. That wasn't there before. Where did you wake up anyway? Huh? Well, in bed, obviously. You were gone. But Neither of us can work out a possible explanation. Time here must be screwy, as Gabriel would say. We rustle through the various objects fused to the ground in silence. Eventually I get used to the texture, though I can tell Mark is having a harder time adjusting by his occasional gagging. Christ, I got my silks too. Suddenly I spot the chest of drawers from yesterday and my heart sinks. Right. There's still a huge question weighing on my mind. Now isn't the time to ask directly, but... Hey, what about that chest? The one by the bed? Which one? I point directly at it. I hear the ground squish under his feet as he turns around. Oh, that one. Looks like the bottom drawer is uncovered. Let me take a... He's ready behind me, holding my arm against my side. Already looked there. Nothing that could help us. You're heavy. He pushes off me silently and walks back over to the closet. That confirms it. He knows that it's wrong. Even if he just didn't want me to see his toys, this is an emergency. And now he knows that I know. I think this is the best I can do for now. He pulls a plain wife beater away from the top of a pile, sinewy strands falling away from it. My gut twists and realizes it's the same one from my first nightmare, but I shake that image away and nod. Well, it's better than nothing. It looks that way. His tone is flat. Did I push too far asking about the drawer? Is that too cruel of me? Once it's all over, I can ask him properly. I'm sure it's nothing. Armed as ready as we'll ever be, we stop at the front door, neither really wanting to see what's on the other side. Mark's eyes are wide, scanning the door up and down. His ears twitch, trying to listen past the low hum coming from beyond the threshold. You've been here before, right? I don't want to say too much about that night. The last thing he needs to hear is that I witnessed his death in this very room. Yeah, there wasn't anything dangerous on this floor, at least. I see. His tone is still venomous. I can't blame him for being on edge. I think we should try to get to the lobby. Just walk out the front door and never look back. That sound good? Too good to be true, maybe. Plus, there's no proof that it's safe outside of this building anyway. We have to think about this from Virgil's perspective. Leave no stone unturned. Sheesh. I should have brought a lawyer. I know Virgil's a card shark. This feels more like chess, if anything. A few minutes of mental preparation later, we nodded at each other. Here goes nothing. The door creaks open, he blinks away tears as the darkness of the nightmare unfolds before us. Fuck. Try to get used to it. It won't get any easier. I know. Sorry. I smile weakly and grab his hand, prepared to lead. Come on, let's cover this floor first. Right. We walk down the corridor in silence. Veins pulse under the corroded wallpaper surrounding us. It feels like the building is alive. It's breathing. Mark's grip tightens. Everything okay? All of the other doors are strange. I didn't notice before, but he's right. The few doors in the hallway lack knobs or any hinges. Do you think the neighbours are seeing what we're seeing? Or are they... He doesn't have to finish. I think it's just us here, but be ready for anything. He nods, eyes lost in thought. What if Virgil removed everything unnecessary to his game, including the other tenants? And if someone in the real world walked into his apartment right now, would we be there asleep, or did we disappear? Great. My train of thought gets interrupted as I realise I'm about to walk into something. Sorry. But what is that? That's right. The elevator door was covered by that strange, fleshy stuff. Looks like nothing about this floor has changed from my first visit. Does that mean this game's been set up from the very beginning? Was it possible to solve it without involving Mark at all? I'll have to take the stairs. I used them to get to the roof last time. Should we bother looking there? No. I never want to see that again. He gulps, and with no further questions we file into the stairwell. It's pitch black. Only small blinking lights next to fire exit signs show the way to the next floor. Mark speaks in a hushed voice. Even the smallest sounds echo in this tiny space. And we have to check every floor. That'd probably be best. I don't want to run out of energy for checking the lobby. Right. I don't think we'll be able to sleep much in a place like this anyway. How about this? Let's make our priority calling the elevator up. We'll check every floor until we find one without that stuff covering it. Works for me. The thought of us running out of resources and never escaping briefly flashes through my mind. Stop. Eh? Sorry, went to a dark place for a second. Let's keep going. We creep down to the next floor, the numbers 19 barely visible. That same veiny material covers the entrance to the next flight of stairs, preventing us from going any further. Guess this is our first stop. I use my knee to gently nudge it open. The rusted over hinges groan loudly, and I give up on trying to be stealthy. Stay close. His tone is flat again. Did I annoy him or something? Whatever, this isn't the time. Peeking out, I can't help but gasp at what I see. I thought we were trying to be quiet. Oh. This changes my plan of action entirely. The sides of the floors are different from each other. There's no way the penthouse is that much smaller than the standard floor, right? Not a chance. The rows of hallways are maze-like, transforming what should be a comfortable place to live into a punishing trial. Where do we even start? Dunno. Well, they say to follow the left side of mazes if you want to find the exit. So I've heard. Do you have a better idea? Not really. I'm fine with whatever. What the hell is his problem? I get that this situation is less than ideal, but now's not the time for a hissy fit. Fine then. I grab his wrist and pull him along. He groans but reluctantly follows behind. Taking my own advice, I trace along the wall until we get to the leftmost side. Another dark hallway greets us. Something else catches my eye. Look. I point to a severely rusted over utility closet. Think it's worth checking? Probably not. Really? We shouldn't be counting anything out. This isn't like him. Ignoring him, I pull on the latch. It takes some effort, but eventually the door gives and swings open to reveal a few shelves. Mark sighs in annoyance. Told you, it's all junk. Not necessarily. I strain to reach further back and I hear Mark gasp. Hey, be careful. That's the most concerned he's been since we left the apartment. Don't worry, I can feel something. I just can't quite. He fidgets around for a sign to himself. Move, I can reach it. Alright. I pull my sleeve back, now stained with a rainbow of browns and reds. We're going to all need tetanus shots when this is over. He takes a breath and reaches towards the back. I can hear his claws scrape against something metal before finding his target. This is a dirty ball of yarn. I knew it. He scowls at my excitement and I clear my throat. Hear me out. This floor is built like a maze, so we can use this to avoid getting lost. I grab a pack of nails off from the shelf and walk back to the beginning of the corridor. Carefully unraveling the ball, I tie one end of it to a nail and stomp it into the floor. Oh, I get it. It's no trail of breadcrumbs, but it'll do. We have about 350 feet of yarn and 59 nails left. I suppose you have to use it conservatively, depending on the actual size of this place. If we run out, we can always start marking the walls with something. I whip out my Lilliputian knife and mockingly scrape at the wall next to me. Ah! He clutches his head and stumbles to his knees. Oh, fuck, sorry. Well, that's fine. Well, I guess that rules out plan B. Why is the floor fine and not the walls? My confidence sinks as I come to realization. All I can assume is that this is the intended solution to the puzzle. What? You mean that nothing outside of what he wants us to do is an acceptable strategy? Think about it. Every item so far has been strategically placed in a specific amount with an intended use. He's wanting to risk us outsmarting him. He sounds more insecure by the second. Fine then, we'll do things his way for now. He surprises me by leaning into whisper. I'm prepared to take a few hits if it means getting out of here. Right. Onward then. Following the left side, we walk along the winding path before us. Hey, are you thinking the same thing? We both stop and look at one of the doors on either side of us. I don't think that these are just here for decoration. Maybe not. But these are. He hesitates, trying to formulate his thoughts. Were people's apartments. Would it be really alright to enter them? It's an extraordinary situation. There are people behind these doors I think they'd understand. Well, I would appreciate it. Where's his mind at right now? Our lives are on the line. What, should we knock? Or the very least. I roll my eyes, but I'll humour him and knock at least once. Hello? Anyone home? Silence. I try the knob, but it's locked. No good. A locked front door isn't that unusual. I'll bet most of these don't open. Probably. We'll have to check each one. Alright. We try all the doors in this section one by one. None open. I sign off this leg of the maze by nailing another section of yarn into the carpet. One down. I wish I had some kind of notepad or journal so I could try and draw us up a map. Abstract thought has never been my speciality. I need visuals and structure. Mark's gone sour again, only replying with short one-word sentences. Checking every door along the way would be a lot less dull with good conversation, but he's just not receptive to it right now. Everyone reacts to stress in their own way. Already seen his bad side yesterday. This feels different. It's not the expected rage, but complete and utter apathy. Maybe it's his way of coping, acting like nothing matters so he doesn't completely lose it. But still, we need to work together right now. Ignoring reality won't work forever. After a few repetitive twists and turns, we're about halfway through our yarn supply. I notice Mark starting to slow down, holding his stomach and groaning in pain. Is everything alright? Oh yeah, besides the bad lighting, I'm doing grand. Mark. Sorry, I'm just getting kind of hungry. I didn't even think about food when we were planning this excursion. Energy is just as important a resource as protection. Now that you mention it, feels like we've been at it for at least 2 hours now. Would it be worth turning back now? Would that really be alright? Well, I don't see why not. Man's got to eat to survive. Oh, we made so much progress. He sighs. That won't matter if we can't get at a crucial moment. We have to keep sharp. I don't want to admit it, but he's right. That's true. What should we do? Go back to your place? Well, I guess there's leftover pizza in the fridge, if it'll open. I sigh and tack down one last section of yarn before we head back. Mark seems a little more chipper now. Is he just happy I did what he wanted? At least we know the way back. Wait. I can't explain why, but something feels off. The shadow peeking around the corner flickers in and out like a candle. We walk back slowly, treating each sharp turn with more caution than we did the first time. I don't like this. His tone is flat again, but I can't blame him. The air is dense and the light seemed dimmer than before. Is this really the same path? Even my whispers seem too loud in the dead quiet. It's then that Mark tugs on my shirt, pointing a shaking finger at the ground. It's different now. What? I follow the direction of his finger and stare at the string I'd laid earlier. Wait. This is... That's impossible. None of the sections I charted run straight across with no turns for this long, yet I can see it stretching into the next few corridors without a break. Mark pushes past me and walks a few yards ahead, stopping and shaking his head in disbelief. There's no fucking way. I'm certain this was the way to the stairs. Oh, shit. What? I didn't consider this. Damn it. I guess Virgil didn't appreciate us taking our time. I knew going back was a bad idea. Mark grabs my shoulders and starts shaking me. What? What's going on? The maze can change shape. Oh, come on. That's not even... possible? Look around you, Mark. No. We'd feel the walls moving around us. Would we? Do we even understand what these are made out of? No. Sorry, but I refuse to accept that. He walks away in a huff, heading back to where we came. How else could any of this be explained? Mark doesn't answer me. He picks up his pace and I can barely keep up. Hey, don't. We have to stick together. Get away from me. I don't want to hear any more of your nonsense. Please. I'm sorry, okay? Just stop. He stops dead in his tracks. Thank God. Mark, you... I look up out of breath and see him staring at something on the wall. Mark? Who put these here? I turn the corner and see 3 unique doors, a portrait hanging on each one. His eyes are glued to them, not noticing me at all. Mark. He straightens his back, a bead of sweat dripping down his forehead. Ray. Forgive me. He takes a deep breath, pushing sweaty strands of hair off his forehead with a shaky hand. This place really is trying to get to me, isn't it? What are these? The first portrait shows Mark as a child, sitting next to one of the maned wolf on the couch. It's not like a family photo, so this must be... Joshua. He flinches. The next shows Mark as he looks now, yelling at the Joshua I saw in the photo. They're in his apartment. Even the still image I can tell emotions were high. This is when... I look at Mark and he finally relaxes his posture, his arms dropping like he has sandbags tied around his wrists. Yeah, the fight. Before he died. Nobody could have taken this photo, so it must be a... He gently scrapes a claw against it, and tiny white flakes fall off, gently floating to the ground. A painting. Same with the first one. He nods, pushing his glasses back into place with a finger. We didn't take stage photos like that growing up. Couldn't sit still long enough. He points to the larger figures in the background. Well, they couldn't stand to be in the same room as each other. Certainly not long enough for a photo. If anything, these are more like embellished memories. What are the benefits of paintings? He affectionately rubs the wooden frame. What is? It's just something we joked about back in art school. The lovely thing about a painting is that, to the average viewer, it lacks any proper context. So this frame... He gives it a playful knock. It was the only thing separating fantasy from reality. The painter can create any truth they desire within the space. Sometimes it's better that way. His eyes dart around to avoid looking at the final door. I move around him to see what it could be. Oh. It's just a picture of a subway entrance covered in snow. It actually looks normal by comparison. I suddenly notice this is the only door out of the three with a doorknob, the other two being flat panels of wood. Instinctively I reach towards it when Mark grabs my arm from behind. Ow! Oh, don't. You're hurting me. He twists me around to face him, holding my arm up in an uncomfortable position. I'm sorry. You just can't go in there. Okay, just let go of me. He releases me like a child dropping a broken toy. I'm sorry, I didn't. His voice deepens for a moment. This is an unexpected complication. On top of everything else, it's the only notable door we've come across so far. Feels like a waste to ignore it. He sighs slowly, draping his arms over me. Ray, we're not going through that door. You're not going through that door. Understand? But... My protests are cut off by a sudden snapping noise to our left. Fuck. He moves away from me and crouches down, staring into the darkness. What the fuck was that? Shh. Another snap. Then another, slightly louder. Something is coming. I look down and see that the string is trembling. You were still setting those down even after learning the trick of the maze? I just wanted to be thorough. A final snap and it goes slack, falling pathetically to the ground. Oh no. We hold our breath and sit in silence, waiting for whatever it is to show itself. Heavy footsteps. Slow. I hear Mark tighten his grip on the knife, and I pull my feeble weapon out of my breast pocket, preparing for anything. A shadow starts around the corner as it approaches. Its silhouette is warped across the crooked walls and impossible to make out. It's you. Jesus. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, 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 fuck. What the fuck is that? Run! A metallic scream escapes through its oozing mouth. It starts bounding towards us on all fours. Mark grabs my shirt, yanking me around the corner and make a blind dash to get away. No matter how fast we run, it always feels like it's right behind us. I feel the rush of air from its heavy limbs against my heels with each step. Ray, you're still behind me. Yeah. Even though we're running at the same pace, his long legs put him a yard ahead of me. I'm doing all I can to keep up, ignoring the burning in my calves. We're completely off course now. This rate is going to chase us in circles till we run out of energy. I take a breath and push ahead, getting well past Mark and stopping the check for unlocked doors. What are you doing? Just go. One of these doors has to open. They just have to. Damn it. He turns around and brandishes the knife, hands shaking. Back away. Go, on. Back away. Huh? It can talk? Not intimidated, he raises a giant claw and brings it down at Mark, who backs away just in time. Christ. Take this. He slashes at the creature. The knife carves into its husk, a sticky black tar splattering across the floor. That didn't feel right. I got distracted. I need to keep... I hear a thump beside me. Mark?
Well, I'm okay. It was just a love tap.
He turns his eyeless face my way and frantically keep trying knobs one by one.
Come on, come on! I should keep moving. I can't take another blow like that.
One last door at the end of the hall. I can faintly make out light coming from underneath. There! I grab his hand and pull him towards it, the monster in hot pursuit.
Gray!
Time stops. I grab the doorknob. I pray to every named god I can think of. It opens. Outward.
Shit.
I twist my body around, swinging Mark behind the door just as the giant limb strikes the ground. He winces his arm being bent back. I hold him close and I pull the door shut from the inside. Breathe a sigh of relief. We're safe. Wait, why didn't I hear a click?
Ray!
I look down to see black claws as long as knives blocking the door. Damn it, just... Fucking... Close! Slinks back, whimpering in pain. Half of its pinky claw breaks off as the door finally closes. Mark quickly locks it shut.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we're not alone. Now what?
Well, if I know.
I slump down, back against the door. My heart feels like it could jump out of my chest. That primal feeling of being chased by a predator. Haven't felt that since I first met Virgil. Are you alright?
More or less. Felt like getting tackled by a rugby player.
That's oddly specific, but I nod. So, where are we anyway? It's only now that I notice the garish green and pink striped wallpaper, peeling and rotting away like everything else in this world. Picture frames line the walls, scratched and covered in layers of ancient dust. I can hardly make out the faces behind the glass. A bowl of candy sits on the front table, fused into a giant block of sugar and wax paper. The buzzing of flies lets me know that it's no longer fit for consumption.
I can't put a finger on it. This place feels familiar.
Someplace you've been before, maybe. It doesn't strike me as the type to drop by the neighbours for coffee and cake.
Maybe. It's hard to recognise anything the way it is now.
He walks over to one of the photos, gently dusting it off.
Oh, could it be?
He cocks his head in confusion.
It was a long shot given how damaged the photo is. But it sort of looked like the Turners.
I shrug and he scratches his chin, carefully examining the other photos.
They're this cute older couple. You could tell they really cared about each other. Well, let's just say they weren't shy about showing their affection in public.
Sounds harmless enough. He sticks his tongue out in disgust.
And says you. Nobody wants to watch some old farts make out.
I'm down for anything at least once, so...
Yeah. Anyway, came over a few times to be nice, but something always felt off. Almost like they were doing it on purpose. Putting on a show to try and get me involved in their relationship.
Yeah. Okay, that I can relate to. Being interested in both men and women has landed me in some less than savoury situations with couples. That's a story for another day.
Still, why would this be the only door that was open?
You mean besides the...
Enough. I don't want to talk about that. Now's not a good time, okay? We'll keep looking, just...
He gets cut off by a scream of terror coming from another room. We cover our mouths and back into the corner. Mark gets his knife ready and I pull out my pitiful blade. Shit, what now?
I don't know. That scream sounded normal, at least.
There might be a normal person who got trapped. We could help.
Well, every man for themselves. We have to survive.
But... I hear the creak of a door and something walking through the house. Their steps make clicking sounds that remind me of Simone's heels. Hello? Did someone let themselves in?
No. No way.
What is that? Oh, some young pretties wandered into our foyer. An emaciated hand emerges from around the corner, its long, brightly coloured nails tapping against the plaster one at a time. Oh, goodness, you frightened me. It's been so long since we had guests. Yes, yes. Another cry of pain in the distance, followed by the jingle of a metal chain. Her long neck twists around, jaw practically unhinged, and she loudly screeches the source of the noise. Harold, we have guests! Damn it, keep it down!
Hello, Hyacinth. It's been a while.
Mark? Her head snaps back into place, mouth curling into a gummy smile. My, is that Marcus? It's been ages. Please, come, come. She beckons us to follow with her plastic claws. I'll make some tea for us. And your little friend. We simply must catch up. I blink and she's out of sight. I let go of the breath I've been holding and punch Mark in the shoulder. What the hell was that?
Ray, that was the wife.
What? He moves one of the picture frames and turns it so I can see.
That's Hyacinth Deborah Turner. Harold Turner is standing next to her. Look.
Huh. She looks completely normal in this picture. Granted, it's dated 20 years before now. So... He nods. The screams get louder. Help! Somebody, please! Honey, why are you doing this? Fuck this. I go to try the front door. Mark places a hand over mine.
Shh, listen.
But... A snarl from inside the door interrupts my protest, and I swiftly pull my hand back.
You're still out there,
waiting. Why? Could tear this door apart. He shrugs, tapping his glasses.
This is a game, remember? Maybe it has rules to follow as well.
I'm starting to wish Virgil at least given us a manual before we started playing. This feels more like a kid who changes the rules every time they start losing. I hear this thing start running. The sounds of everyday domestic life mixed with Harold's pained screams. I feel like I'm going to lose it. Mark takes my shaking hand in his and we lock fingers.
Be strong. I'll keep her busy with conversation. You look for an exit.
Okay.
Don't answer if she tries talking to you. I'll do all the talking.
Right. He gives me a final squeeze right as the kitchen timer goes off. Oh boys, it's tea time.
Come in, Mom.
We nod and walk further into the house. The foyer is the only seemingly intact room. Everything else is in a complete state of decay, with the living room wallpaper peeling all the way down to the floor. I step around broken glass and overflowing bags of trash. Roaches are crawling on almost every piece of furniture. I feel my furs stand on end. Would it be bad if I said the bugs scared me more than anything else?
You'll live. Don't cause a scene.
I nod, trying to gulp down my nervous energy. She emerges from the kitchen, a tarnished tray holding a surprisingly clean tea set in her hands. "The soup's on."
Oh, lovely. Come, let's sit.
I fake a smile and sit on the scratchy couch, holding my tail as it doesn't fall between the cushions, get eaten alive by critters. She sets the tray down. I see a foul black liquid filling each steaming cup and gag. Mark elbows me and I put my game face back on. Thank you. I hope Darjeeling's okay. It was Harold's favourite. Was. Mark elbows me again. I clamp my mouth shut. No, I mean, is Harold's favourite. Silly me. We each take a cup. I dare not sip. There's a glass bowl of sugar cookies set down in front of us, teeming with ants. Please make yourselves at home.
Oh, we just ate, but thank you.
I rub my stomach and nod, pretending to be full. So, how have you been, dearie? Still single? He fakes bringing the cup to his lips, signing satisfaction.
Yes. Oh, I don't mind. Work's been keeping me busy.
He bumps my foot with his. I start scanning our surroundings for escape routes as they make small talk. Trying to focus on anything but the bugs, I notice a couple of things. An open door past the kitchen with a blue light coming from it. Beyond that, a small square door on the far wall. I doubt an apartment would have a need for such a thing, so it could be something else. I can't think. I'm too on edge. But still, living in that big apartment all by yourself must be so lonesome. If I didn't have my dear Harold by, I'm not sure what I'd do with myself.
Where is the old chap?
Another scream for help. It's coming from that blue room. Keep it down! Oh, God, help me out! She takes a deep breath and recomposes herself. Sorry, he's a bit tied up at the moment. Focus, damn it. It's already a place to be a cabinet or closet. We're on the middle floor, doesn't connect to the basement. So that must mean a laundry chute. Oh. I cover my mouth. She's eyeing me. Achoo! Sorry. Allergies. Mark looks unamused. So, who is this mysterious little possum anyway? Mark jumps in front of me, putting attention back on him.
Oh, well, he's a bit of a drifter. I'm letting him stay with me until he gets back on his feet.
Oh my! You always did love helping the needy, didn't you? Why past tense again? What did happen to that brother of yours anyway? I think his name was... A gut-wrenching scream fills the tiny apartment. Oh, that does it! She slams her cup down and scurries to the kitchen, almost running on all fours like a feral beast. Get slippy with me? No good bastard. It was my tea party, and Paris is made fun of my guests. She turns her back to us and starts rifling through some drawers in the kitchen. I tug on Mark's arm and he leans in to listen. Then we go to that chute back there. Probably connects to a room below this one. He squints to see past Hyacinth's bony back.
No way we'd fit in there. What if we get stuck?
Don't know, but it's better than sticking around here. Aha! She pulls a giant rusty carving knife out of a silverware drawer, grunting in satisfaction. Please. I want you, dear. A smile spreads across her face, splitting the sides of her mouth until they start to bleed. I'll just be a minute, gentlemen. With a shriek, she charged out of the kitchen towards the bedroom. Honey, no, please. Ah! Mark shakes me.
There's no, never. Come on.
I nod, unable to take my eyes off that door. His cries of pain are drowned out by the rattling of chains. I can see a shadow cast against the wall, bringing the knife down on a victim again and again. Mark bolts for the hatch, dropping his knife to hold it open as he crawls inside.
Well fit. Hurry, Grey.
I run after him, but something's wrong. Each step takes longer than it should and the room starts to spin. Fuck, come on. You're so close, Grey. Just a few more feet. Light from inside the bedroom floods my eyes as I pass by. My head turns where I can stop myself. Oh God. What the fuck did she do to him? She stands over him, panting and covered in blood. The arm with which the knife is coated. The arm with the knife is coated up the elbow. He reaches up, caressing her cheek before he goes completely limp. I'll see you soon, dear. Mark is calling out to me. I can't move. She notices me. Her eyes go wide. You saw. It's too late. She lunges at me. You saw! I step on my own tail, trying to double back, and her knife narrowly misses my throat. She falls into a heap on the floor, the crunch of her ancient bones loud enough for me to hear. I pull the door to the chute wide open. Without thinking twice, I dive in head first. Something grabs my ankle. I dig into it with the heel of my other foot as it lets go. Naughty, naughty! I tumble inside the accordion-like tunnel, sliding a few feet until something stops me. Her knife just misses me as it sinks into the metal. Mark, I'm stuck. Somehow I got wedged in the chute diagonally, arms tucked behind me. Fuck. I'm panicking. Walls are closing in. Can't breathe. Can't move. Mark, please. I flare as hard as I can, but nothing budges. The hatch opens, his shadowy face peeks down at me from above. Where are you all going? It's not over until I say so. The scream echoes so loud my hearing cuts out completely. All I can hear is white noise as a lanky arm wielding a knife creeps into view. She strikes and misses, stabbing at the hole through the flimsy material. Stay still! She aims for my groin, almost carving a hole through it. I can't hear anything. My body's going numb. All I can do is close my eyes and... Something underneath grabs my shirt and yanks hard. Less than a second, she's a world away. The last thing I see is the look of shock on her face. Woof! I land on something bony. Mark is holding me, resting me on his knee. Are you okay? Did she cut you? Back. Huh? My back. Please. Oh, hold on. I use my arms to hold myself up and he slides his leg out from underneath me. There we go. He awkwardly backs out of the tunnel and again on his hands and knees to avoid bumping his head. Careful. He lends me a hand and guides me through the tiny opening. I hear Hyacinth's angry shrieking from above and shut her up for good by closing the hatch behind me. Looks like the chute led to a laundry closet in the apartment below. Light leaks through the wooden slats, illuminating Mark's silhouette from behind. Mark closes the lockpin as I rub my aching back. That was a close one. Good riddance. Hey, you sure you're okay? Yeah, it's just... I lift up my shirt to show him the scars on my lower back. I kinda landed on this. I see him cringe at the sight of them, something I've grown used to by now. What happened to cause those? Long story. Old farming injury. Close enough. Oh, jeez. I'll be more careful from now on. Appreciated. Thanks for getting me out of there. Oh, don't mention it. My heart is still pounding. He sighs, looking over the side while scratching his chin. So I was right. That was their apartment. There's only one problem. That you went fucking crazy? No. That she died 3 years ago. And that seems like a perfect line to end this video on. Wow, what is Virgil up to? What have they got themselves into there? We will find out what else is going on in the next Burrows video. So as always, I have the Patreon linked for this VN in the description. And also you can check out Captain Nico's work at tipsyrabbitgames.com, which I can't put in the description just because YouTube is weird about some things. I'm not sure they'd like a link there. He's had some major problems with his computer recently. Hopefully some things will work out. But yeah, if you want to go and support Burrows on Patreon, or go and check out their website, and you might want to buy some stuff from him there. That will help him with replace the computer and dealing with all that stuff that happened. He has a post on Blue Sky if you need to know more about that. But yes, feel free to go and help out. Excuse me, my voice is still a bit rough, but this was back on Mark's route. We're now going to continue on Mark's route until we reach the current ending, and then we'll see who gets an update next, Mark or Ken, and we'll be working there. Coming up in the week, we will be having another Brock the Investigator. I wanted to get back to it before this, but I've been busy. So that will be definitely happening in the week. And then we have AVN to end up November. I have it on the schedule, but I've totally forgotten where it might be. It might actually be Tennessee. Maybe. I'll have to go and look that up. But yeah, we do have something coming up, which might be Tennessee next weekend as well. So before I go, as always, I want to say thank you to all the donors on Ko-fi and Patreon. As I say, I just really, really do appreciate you. And incidentally, the patrons who happen to be on my Discord server had Halloween spooky stories reading, 2 of them, and I put that on the Patreon post. So all my patrons can actually hear the recording of that live reading of various spooky stories, and also some cringy stories. And if you know My Immortal, yes, we do briefly cover part of that. That's the last I'm going to say about it. But yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, $2 Canadian a month, you can actually get access to those. I might at some point make them more public on YouTube, but we'll see. As always, I want to say thank you to my top patrons: Andy Peng, Aaron Fox, Bastian, Bieker, Brian Hall, Gobus Visser, Dissonance, Exact, Grizz, Harvest Mouse Productions, Evan King, Kartek, Matt Kenya, Gracious Yevon, Lark Huskerton, Hyperdefined, Greylock, Alan Mayer, Ara Amaterasu, Tiger Cub, Smuto, Spiderling, Rafu, and Omar. So special thanks to them. Thanks to all of you for watching and supporting the channel. Until we have Rock the Investigator in a week, bye for now.